The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 737. Shut up, Trey.
Small plane episode.
We are
737.
It is a small plane. Look at you. Trey Tutson, Rob Mungle. I'm Slade Ham, your host. We're joined in the studio. I'm so glad you popped by. Joe Breda from Old Humble Distilling Company.
Cheers.
Yeah. You have been such a supporter of this show. Going way back, we have been through not just lots and lots of the whiskey that you offer up, but the one with our faces on it.
Yeah, the special reserve, yeah.
Yes, was
sold out, right?
Yeah.
Totally sold out. Yeah.
Nobody can get that. I think I have a couple of bottles that I've stashed for
I have one somewhere.
Yeah. Nobody's allowed to have that. You showed up today and you brought now this is good. Trey, I want you to take this like a man.
I'm gonna drink this straight because just out of respect, I'm gonna drink this straight.
But this is not something we can get in stores.
Yeah, this is there's a reason why there's no label on the bottle.
When the head distiller of any distillery shows up with something unlabeled,
Right.
Yeah,
you pay attention.
Sure.
I call it the slave batch. You know what I mean? Because it's like
No, elaborate.
it's a slave batch. It's like a master. Somebody just snuck and showed him some shit, but he gotta like hide it. So there's no label on it. There's no markings. There's no nothing.
I thought this is what you give them when they get out of line. That's what you
Oh,
meant.
no.
That's how fucking
It's
the sleepy time back.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's like like your teacher's pet. So they kind of come on over here. Let me show you a little bit.
You get caught. There's no label.
Yeah.
Nobody can find out where it came from.
Nobody knows where it came. They don't know the plantation or nothing. You're
It's
like, well,
tea.
This, yes.
yeah.
Don't tell.
I get to just stay free.
So this is barrel proof.
It is barrel proof straight whiskey.
What does that
It is
mean?
It is our straight whiskey, our purple label whiskey that is the same proof as it comes out of the barrel.
So it means it's going to be stronger.
Yeah.
Trey.
Oh,
So in the bottle, it's 90 proof. In the
y'all got some
out of
bread?
the barrel, it's about 120.
So it comes out at like 120.
Yeah.
Perfect. You only bread?
I ain't ate today.
Oh, you're going to need some. I'll find you some bread.
I'm okay.
I'll get you a slice of bread.
Give me something. I'm exhausted.
Cheer. Oh, you're going to be exhausted. Cheers
But
to
cheers.
Yeah.
Joe for stopping by the studio. I want to talk
Cheers,
about some of the
gentlemen.
things you got coming on. Yeah, toast that right over my laptop.
Oh,
That's
shit. Yeah, that's
fucking idiot.
I saw that happening. That's why I didn't do it. I was like, what are they fucking doing?
Slay, I am so apologetic.
What did you think was
I'm
going to
a
happen?
fuck. My mind ain't right.
And
I'm sorry,
in
man.
fairness, I did nothing to stop it.
No,
You did.
that's true.
I
Just
commentated.
watched.
I was color
Yeah.
commentary.
I'm so sorry.
All right, you know what? This whiskey feels like it's going to make up for it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't
Go
think
ahead.
Trey's ready.
I'll keep talking for a minute while you
Cheers.
do that. Y'all are going to be silent. Uh-oh. Look at him. Look
Oh.
at Trey. Look at Trey.
Dude,
Good, Trey? Yeah?
that is good.
Yeah?
It's
Nice
really
and smooth.
strong. That's really good.
Wow.
Yeah?
Woo.
Okay.
You know, so there's a
Uh-oh.
look at Trey.
Good. God damn.
You clapping yet you're making faces.
Shit, it's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
No, it's like
You look like you just saw the nastiest dunk.
That is smooth.
no, it's good. I can see life clear. Like that's how good that was.
Yeah.
Like,
That is smooth as fuck. that feeling right there in your Yeah. chest. Oh, it's
it
fine.
does, like you said, you felt the baby move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. That's the warmth.
Yeah.
If you're and there's good news. There's good news for those of you. I know we got a lot of fans in Houston that drink now. Old Humble.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tasting room opening after the first of the year.
Uh-oh. Yeah, sometime
Ish.
between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll be opening up our new tasting room out there in Humble. 2,500 square foot distillery. 800 of that, give or take, will be our tasting room. We'll have a bar. We'll have a stage. We'll have tables. We'll be able to do stuff in the tasting room area. which
So
is
we
totally
can come out and do a
exciting.
show.
Yeah, as opposed to just the warehouse area where we have now. We
Right.
kind of accommodate a tasting room. This will be an actual full-time
Tables and
always open
chairs
tasting
and everything, huh?
Yeah. Air
Yeah.
conditioning.
Oh,
And-
fuck, that's a nice improvement. Yeah,
That-
Trey and
that
I were
is-
at the old place, and it
Yeah.
was
That is a problem with venues in Southeast Texas. In the summertime, if you have hung your hat on a patio,
yeah.
what the fuck? Like it's a I've seen there are some places that exist solely as patios,
Yeah.
This is madness.
Yeah.
and
This
I
is
don't
madness.
understand
You
what
don't
their
do
plan
that.
is.
I don't know.
The remainder of the year.
Yeah, the other 8 months out of the year.
You can. It's Texas.
You have to be open.
from you can open from November to say late February.
Yeah.
and
Maybe.
then after that,
Yeah, we don't work in August.
No.
People keep asking for tours, and we're like, no.
there was
Nope.
the
Don't wanna be
short. Did we talk
Because
about
it's so hot.
Yeah.
the
I
shortest?
don't want to be there in August.
The shortest job I ever had.
Okay.
I worked for 3 hours.
Oh shit.
I might have made it 4. I might have made it 4.
I got a couple of these.
I
wanna
was,
hear you
but I
on the yard.
remember. So this was man. You want to talk about a disparity from like what you were doing to what you found yourself doing. I was a DJ back in Beaumont. I was like on the Modern Rock station, top 8 at 8. Like I had done 126th market. It wasn't. Yeah.
Right now, it's Kiss now. Ow.
You rock
the same-
K106. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, I was
Welcome.
gonna ask. Did you have the same fucking intro?
No. So, but anyway, all of that fell apart, and I was.
Who did you fuck to get that job?
Rock 106. Yeah.
It was a good. So I got hired on when I first. I have to have told this story. I got hired on at the station across town, and I was just a board op for the Rick D show, which meant I showed up.
God.
I showed up on
Rick
Sunday
D's.
mornings. Well, not actually Rick D's.
Yeah,
They would-
I know.
They would mail the CDs.
They mail it in, and you got to play it. Yeah.
And I would
Rick
put this
fucking D's.
Look, it was a pop station
You know
in
who
the
Rick
90s.
D's is?
He's got it.
You
Yeah.
might know him from Disco Duck. You recorded that song?
They mailed the CD, so it was fancy time.
So
Yeah.
the whole Rick D show, I could tell you. So my brother would win so many bets because I would get the top 40, the whole countdown. Rick
Yeah.
D's top 40 countdown. I would get
Casey
it.
Kasem's idiot brother.
I would get it on Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
When I showed up, and it was a 4-hour show, so I would play it 25 minutes at a time. You're listening to the da da da, and then I would play that, and then I would play the commercials, and I would chain
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes. But I would also message my brother the top 10. And
Awesome.
then he could bet people because this was way pre-internet.
Oh, God.
So he would bet people. I bet I could
Betting
guess.
on
Fuck
betting
yeah.
on the top
Messaging is
10 of,
And he was betting with people at church.
oh god.
It was even better. Oh yeah, it was perfect.
How stupid are these people?
Messaging would have had like a runner.
Yeah, right?
Write it out. Here's a post-it.
It was so perfect. But I was.
Hey, you want to gamble on the Rick D's top 10? What a kind of a degenerate fucking church were you a part of?
That's hilarious.
Sounds like
Just-
a fun one.
Yeah. Right.
Gambling on roaches climbing up the fucking walls too?
If you-
Shit.
dude, if you bet on the
Yeah.
right, absolutely.
That's why my gambling shit is not so thrown off
Yeah,
to you.
right?
The church gambling.
That's what I'm
gambling
saying.
on the
That's what I'm
service,
saying.
That's
It
why
makes
you like
perfect
trade.
sense.
That makes
Absolutely.
sense, yeah.
So I was doing that, but then I was breaking into the production room on Sunday mornings. I had my little MacGyver knife.
This
And
motherfucker has so much crime.
So, you don't even know.
It's
so
crazy.
I would break into the. Let me tell you how I got the job. But before that, I would break into the production room and I would make air checks, and then
Yeah.
I would send them to the
Sure.
station across town.
Sure.
The way I got the job at that station was I worked at Best Buy, and all the DJs would come in and they would look for, because it was CDs at the time. So if a CD was scratched, they would have to show.
Yeah.
They would go buy a new one.
Sure.
We need the new so and so K7, whatever, and everything they looked for, we're out of. But I have a copy at home.
Yeah.
I can bring it by the station, and then
Yeah.
I would bring it by the station, and that's how I got to know everybody.
Uh-huh.
And that's But I would steal. I would take orders because I was working in the CD department.
At home was the other radio station.
Yes, whatever you needed. So all my friends would be like, "Man, that CD comes out on Tuesday." I was like, "All right, it's going to cost you X amount on
God
Tuesday,
damn.
but I can get it for twice that on Monday if you want it
Yeah.
ahead of time."
You hate shit like Tidal now.
like
You like motherfucker.
No, no,
Because
no.
all the songs is on there. You had you had a damn good hustle.
I did, but I had a
when
hustle.
shit was physical.
This was old me. Yes,
Damn.
absolutely. But those CDs got me the job at the radio station, and then I broke into the
CDs.
radio station production room, and that got me the job at the other radio station. And when I got not fired, I did get fired.
Yeah.
But
It's shocking.
I
You know
know.
how many bootleg men like got with DVDs? You know how pissed they are about like Netflix?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's all they
Yeah.
brought to the table. Like I got other skills along the way.
Got that sextuplets. I got that internet, nigga. You might want to go ahead.
we were me and J.R. Brow were in
that Wi-Fi.
we're in Korea, and they're selling bootleg porn CDs.
Right.
But also
Audio?
No, they're DVDs. Yeah.
You said CDs. That's
Yeah.
what I'm like.
I mean,
Audio?
DVDs.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Welcome my dick.
He came.
They were all labeled. They were all labeled like miswritten. So it'd be like
Sure.
campus concussions or barely regal.
Barely regal.
Just like a bunch of chicks.
Yeah. It's kind of an English chick who might be related to somebody.
Yeah. So that I brought all this up to say this.
Barely regal.
When I got fired from the radio station,
Yeah.
I took this buddy of mine owned this temp agency.
Uh-huh.
And he gave me, I'd done this one job at this metal shop, and it was kind of cool. We were cutting and shipping metal. I kind of enjoyed it. And they heard me on the phone talking about this DJ job in College Station, and they were like, we need someone that's going to stick around.
Yeah.
They fired me. So the next job he sent me to, I went out, and it was just this field in Southeast Texas.
Okay.
And I got there, like, I had to MapQuest this shit. I printed the directions out. I thought I was so lost. I went down all these old back roads, and I get to this field. And the job, here's the job. They take me out to this, in the middle of this field, and it's August, and the sun's starting to come up, because I get there at 6.
Yeah.
It's starting to come up. You can already feel the suck.
Yeah.
Your arms are starting to sweat. Here's the job. There are sacks, like 60-pound sacks of this plastic polymer.
What?
They're just out in
Yeah.
this field. And my job
Where they grew.
is, yeah, absolutely, where they grow them. My job is to pick up these sacks, stack them on this pallet. It's not just my job.
Uh-huh.
I have a coworker. As we await the fucking ancient Chinese man on the forklift,
Sure.
who drives out to the middle of the field, goes, "Ah!" and then loads everything up and drives off.
What the fuck?
It's me and a full-blown retarded kid. Right? Full-blown, not a joke.
That's
like
the best life.
I know you believe Down syndrome to the nth power. It is. He is happy to be in that field.
Yeah.
And we're doing the same. We're doing the same job.
He sounds like the forklift.
And we.
Wait, is it on the what? No, shut up. Stop breathing. All right.
we load up this pallet. We wrap it with plastic. The Chinese guy drives in, goes, "Wada!" and he drives off with the pallet, and we just start over. And I made
Why
it.
are there in there? Why is this stuff in a field?
Rob, I don't know anything. I don't know anything at all.
This
That's
is
where it
illegal
grows
plastic
naturally, Rob.
distribution?
the worst drug front ever.
Yeah.
I
right?
know they
Nigga, you need a building first. Like,
they were giving me like
Breaking Sad.
they.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was the whole job. So I took my lunch break early at like 10:30, and I just never came back.
Right.
It's
Oh,
only
my
106 degrees.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
no way I wasn't coming back to do this shit with a retarded. Like there's it just.
Yeah.
I know, but I also went back a week later to get my check.
You know what? When you left,
Hilarious.
and that kid came back, and he was fucking pissed at you.
I have quiz.
He don't know much, but he knows pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, that motherfucker.
Oh
Yeah.
I went. You gotta do it my now.
Oh yes, this
All
is
by my now.
Dude, you're strong enough.
Slade,
Relax.
motherfucker. I'm hot.
He's hunting Slade to this day.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
You love me now.
This-
I'm my now.
Me.
this is a song I would have listened to the Hoodoo. I would have
You left me
absolutely. That's yeah. You might be a pinball playing
Yeah.
wizard, but do the song about.
Oh God.
We got to take a quick
That
break.
motherfucker.
We're coming right back.
I got 6 more hours.
Rob Mungle, Trey Tutson,
Who goes to lunch at 10:30? What is he, 70?
brunch, retard.
Fucking
Just 'cause
asshole.
you've never been invited. Joe Breda
Pilot killed by
has
myself
joined us.
because he's a dick.
The new tasting room opens.
Report him for
I'm
stealing
gonna turn you
CDs.
fucking down. At the end of the year.
Where is Eisenberg? They said there'd be a building.
Fuck it. We'll be right back.
Fuck Pinkman.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back. Episode 737 continues as Trey calls it the small plane episode.
Small plane.
Rob and Trey are here. I'm Slade, your host. We have a Drunk Dial hotline, and I encourage you to call it. I always do, and some of you do. Some of you don't. Some of you could do better. Trey, you want to give them the number? 323-510.
Shot.
Bam. 323-510-7468. That encouragement to call drunk is there, but you don't have to be drunk to do it. Some people call sober and then call back drunk. Let's see. I don't know where this one lands.
Hey,
Hi.
Slade. Fuck you, Rob.
Fuck you.
Hey, Trey, I got a question for you. Like for your your little segment or whatever.
Okay, baby.
Recently, I sent you a picture of
This nigga.
NASA taking down the sun for maintenance. Okay. Do you think the sun is like the moon? Good luck with that, Slade.
I like how they wish me luck.
Yeah.
So one, Trey, before you take him too seriously, I do want you to know that he called back. This is also him. Let's see.
Slade, this is not fucking happening. Like, dude, no.
Nigga, words.
What you just said is not fucking happening.
Uh-huh.
You got it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Come on, I know. That's what we saying.
God damn it. Fucking. This isn't fucking happening. Okay?
Right. Of course not.
This isn't fucking happening. I feel like fucking Sean Rouse with my fucking. No. This isn't happening.
You got this.
Come on.
This, holy fuck. Clay,
I'm right here.
you're better than this. Trey's better than this.
Of course.
Even fucking Rob is better than this.
What the fuck did I do to this guy?
I fucking hate Rob with a goddamn passion. Still and all. I mean,
What?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
And he's gone.
And fuck you too. Fuck you
We
too,
don't know
pal.
what happened.
It didn't happen.
We don't know what happened,
But we know-
we know he can't believe it.
we know it's not happening. That's what we know.
The fuck did I do to this guy?
Rob,
You liberal.
you know what you did.
Come on now.
You know
It's our moment to
what
be
you
hated.
did.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck. Somebody. Where's that from?
Somewhere places.
Was that the guy in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I could look at the area code. Cheers to you guys. Rob has got a drink like a man.
right.
You have poured yours in a glass like a tray. To the new bourbon coming out at the end of the year. Will you bring some to the Christmas show?
Absolutely.
We just booked it December 14th. 17th?
17th.
Dude,
Yep.
okay, I trust you.
Would you ever do a tequila?
I cannot. Tequila can only be made in Mexico.
So, bam, suck it, Trey.
I could conceivably make an agave-based spirit, but that's
No,
not,
14th. I'm wrong.
That's not where
Excuse me.
I like stuff.
I don't mean to
stuff
inter-
I like is whiskey.
He's got
I mean to enter a real talk.
Sorry.
You guys were having a real conversation. Excuse me. I wanted to make sure there was some dead air while you
Yeah.
said what?
Oh, I was wrong. Sorry. It's the 14th.
Okay.
It's the 14th.
Just needed to.
But
Of
I've got to
December.
call the venue, cancel it, change it to the 17th. Because I will
So
not
I should
stand.
put my
I
dick
will not
away. I
stand
should
to be
put this
wrong.
raging hard
Yeah.
on away. All right.
So
'Cause I will not be wrong.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll have maybe about 50 bottles available.
Okay.
It'll be one short. It's a short run. It's a limited run, and it's probably going to sell out in a day.
Wow.
Perfect.
Okay.
And people can always get Old Humble at any specs, especially in the Houston
All
area.
around Houston, 100 stores across the state. And
Wow.
we got the
And you
big
just
news.
added?
Yeah,
What just happened?
We just got a yes from Twin Liquor that we'll be adding a whole mess of stores in central part of Texas.
So San Antonio
That's
into
dope,
Austin and
man.
all of the dude. That's a
Man.
welcome to the fold, Texas. The rest of you finally
Yeah.
figuring out what we've known for many years.
We've dipped our toes in the Austin San Antonio market through specs. Had a good response from those guys, and now I'm ready to kick the door down. And
How do you know you have it right? Like, what's the? I've fucked around with recipes and things, not for whiskey, but just for stuff where you're like, oh, I can make a thing. What do you mean, Jesus?
What, nigga, egg, some omelets or some shit? I fucked around with some recipes.
Just for things.
Yeah,
Trey.
but liquor, if you make the rest, it takes months or even
It
years.
does.
Well, so
How
for
do you
instance,
even get into this shit, though?
so
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
you know, you're actually better at this than me.
No.
Go ahead.
No, but
I'll tell
that
you,
was not a
in
joke.
I'm on what
college,
you're saying, but I'm like, how did
True
just
story.
to have that idea of like
What
I
does
think I wanna
make
do
it-
in
this.
college,
this is a
true
fair question.
story. In college, me and a buddy of mine, we were too young to buy beer. So it was legal to make beer, and we made beer when I was 19. That's when I started in the
dope.
alcohol industry.
That's brilliant.
And we talked back then about opening up a brew
That's how those
pub.
weird science
And they had
people
them
got
Duke
into it.
boys delivered around town with a fucking racist car.
Yeah, but how were there that many dirt ramps in Hazard
You know
County?
what? You'd think the city would have done something about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. There were a lot of places where
road
the
construction.
And it was county.
county,
Hazard
where
County.
Hazard
Yeah.
County had not
Yeah,
come in
it
and
was,
done the work.
Yeah.
And those damn Duke boys were having to jump every single
the time.
gully.
Yeah,
and
luckily when chased by the local constabulary.
who also could jump shit in that Cadillac
they
with the
they had the heavier car, so they never cleared it.
but Boss
Even
Hog
though-
tried.
Yeah, even though they had a fucking NASCAR apparently vehicle
This
that
is a
was street
Dukes-
legal
This is
apparently.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Did you ever watch the Dukes of Hazzard?
No.
It's on
I have
Amazon
no
Prime. You can
idea.
catch up.
The
Or-
movie or the show?
No, the show.
Watch the movie.
Well, and Luke Duke.
The movie doesn't count.
It looks too gray. Like
Gray?
them old shows just look orange.
Great, just the uniform.
They just look beige.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? They're real dingy shows.
Like they look like the Claritin
Yeah.
commercials
They
before
look-
they pull the
Look like very bad jeans.
Yeah,
like
that's about right.
Every show is kind
Yeah.
of fake.
Oh,
Did
Daisy
you
Dukes
brew
were
that
not
in the
bad
bathtub?
jeans.
No. Did not brew in the bathtub.
Back to the
I did use it in my.
Yeah, it's
I
not
brewed it in my dorm
1920
closet.
Chicago.
So no, when was you in college? If you don't mind telling all of your age.
when you first started.
What? How old I was?
No.
Oh.
How so is the process? It's not still the same.
The first part of the process is the same. You boil water, put the grains in, boil the grains, and that.
But you
whole
didn't start with a
first
big
part-
still and a.
No. Back then it was 5 gallons of beer at a time.
Nice.
Yeah. And then that 5 gallons of beer when you're in college, that's enough to set you up for a couple of months.
Yeah, right?
5
okay.
gallons.
1 month if you got friends.
That's a,
Yeah.
but then you made the move to whiskey, and this is
But
what
that was about 20 years later, though.
so it's
Oh, the whiskey was much later.
which do you
Yeah.
so has it always just been beer or whiskey, or have you played with like
I
mead
did
or with
wine. I went from beer to wine after I got out of college and I had a job. and I
Why
had to
you
wake up
fucking
in the
with
morning.
grapes?
Well, you have to wake up in the morning and you can save your wine. You don't have to drink all the wine. It won't go bad.
Yeah. See?
Huh?
Oh, that goofy shit.
But the wine,
it aged so well.
the wine got me into wine.
Good
tasting,
wine is
and
old.
then
It's
wine
spoiled
tastings-
wine.
Yeah.
Good wine is spoiled. Just like good cheese and shit. That's what you learn, nigga. That shit
It's
is
ruined.
spoiled.
It is ruined.
This is
grape
old
Yeah.
rotten ass cheese, and you talking about this is very fine cuisine. Nigga, your stomach gonna be bubbling.
juice. Ruined grape juice, right?
but also
But the wine tastings got me into whiskey tastings.
Yeah.
And the whiskey tastings turned me on to whiskey, and that got me into making whiskey.
so you weren't a whiskey person.
I hated whiskey.
What?
Wow.
There's
Yeah,
nothing more
couldn't stand it.
condescending than
Because
a
here's
taster.
the thing.
I was in the tasting. I was tasting here, and I was tasting a little bit there. Condescending as fuck.
When you just drink a little
You
bit,
just
it's
yell at
tasty.
homeless people. Get the fuck away from my window! I'm a taster, bitch.
When you drink a lot of it, you're drunk. When you drink a little bit, you're tasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just sampling.
Look at my tongue. I taste, bitch.
Some hobos out there with a fucking MD 2020.
Me too, motherfucker. Me too. I'm here for the taste of the top of chili twins.
You go to HEB and get samples.
Yeah.
But if you dig in a dumpster,
If you put the Mad Dog in a grape jelly jar, you get some extra jelly taste. It's
like grape.
I'm tasting.
Fucking hobo.
crawling through the dumpster, they throw out all the good food.
Yeah.
You be like,
But if you go
Poverty.
in the store,
struggle. That's what I taste.
This one, it tastes like busy. It's not precocious. It's got a delicate underbelly. And the grape jelly, it's so soothing.
If a homeless person ever looked up at me and used the word precocious describing their drink, I would lose it and give them all the money in my wallet.
like, bro,
Full-bodied. Whew. Whimsical.
yeah, you can't have a dope vocabulary and be homeless.
that would be
quoting Mary Poppins words.
Yeah, that's precocious is a Mary Poppins word. That's if you just had a good vocabulary on your sign, I would give you way more money.
Yeah.
just if you just had some better words.
No, I'd be like, nigga, you need to try harder.
That's no.
You can spell that good on that sign. You can fill out an application.
I don't think.
I'm afraid there's a bit of impediment to that. See, I'm what you call a wino. I enjoy the drink a bit.
Would you not?
And if you give me $1, I'll dance for you.
Tell me you wouldn't watch a sommelier wino. Tell me
They used to
Fell
do
on some
shit, huh?
hard
a
times.
judgy wino who was
a tux coat with tails on the corner with the sun.
And then bring in Clarence.
He's
I will
got
tell
his,
you what your wine tastes like.
he's got his towel over his arm.
$1.
Sitting in a corner with a towel on his arm.
That is fucked up.
But funny.
You shouldn't give me $1. You have cloth seats.
Let me give you $1.
Is that cloth there?
This one's a bit rambunctious. Have a sample. And may I have $1? I long for a Big Mac.
That's my favorite thing when people use non-food words to describe food. When you say shit like that is rambunctious in my mouth. Shut the fuck up.
Ooh, this one's playful.
I'll give you. It tastes like clovers and grapes. I'm with you. But the minute you start telling me it's a bit anxious in my mouth, I can't. Instantly fucking check out.
So what's the ultimate goal of your shit? Is it just whiskey, or
My
you want to
ultimate
start
goal
sliding
is to
into some
buy an
other shit?
island from Bonaduce Island.
Yeah.
to have children
I'm
there?
gonna go buy Greenland.
Let me tell
my
you something,
goal.
whiskey guy. You called me, all right? You're going to love this island. There's no laws against liquor. You can grow whatever the fuck you want. Call it tequila. I don't give a fuck. It's an island. Call it Tequila Island.
Do you have to?
The amount of fucks I give about what you do on your fucking island. You know what's great about this island? It's rambunctious. It's precocious. Buy it, you fucking asshole. Bonaduce. Out.
Out.
You called me.
Yeah, all my serious questions are out the door.
So to answer the original question,
Fuck, there was an original
the way
question.
I know that I've got the formula right is from my beer making days. I know the way the grains go together.
Okay.
That's how I learned how the grains go together. That's how I learned what the grains
Shit sounds
make.
precocious.
Damn.
So that's the answer to the question.
Do you describe it with non-tasty words? Do you use, like when you describe Old Humble's whiskey?
I don't know what tasting words mean.
Well, like words that actually
it's
not
airy and
precocious.
effervescent and
Yeah, okay,
whatever.
those are words
It tastes good.
There we go.
It tastes yummy.
This one here gets you fucked up.
I concur. I like the way you describe
We
this
call
one.
this one Panty Dropper 65.
It doesn't taste like medicine.
This will make you. You felt the baby kick.
That's it.
I drink to making the baby kick, and to Trey, you got through a couple of drinks like a man. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Big things
funny.
happening at Old Humble Distilling Company.
Oh, that's good. That's actually not bad.
You have it with the cream soda.
The
We
touch
call
soda.
this one statutory rape. It feels good even when you ain't supposed to.
Oh, God.
For the record, we call it the Tutson.
Oh, can I pitch my own one?
Oh shit!
Fire away.
It's just whiskey with cream soda already mixed.
That's the Tutson.
60-40.
Whiskey and cream soda.
60-40.
60 cream soda, 40% alcohol.
I thought you meant that's the split you want for fucking developing this bullshit.
Oh, no, I don't.
I'll split the profit 60-40.
Man, I never think about money. You can fuck over me completely.
Deal.
Just be like, Trey, what's your rent? I'll give you that.
I think he's fully aware he
Yeah,
contributed.
then we
nothing.
are definitely calling it the Tutson.
Trey Tutson, Rob Mungle, I'm Slade Ham, Joe Breda from the Old Humble Distilling Company. Thank you for bringing the barrel proof, sharing with us this stuff we can't always get on our own. We look forward to the bourbon. We look forward to the tasting room and all the other things that are going to happen towards the end of this year. If you want to out-drunk dial the drunk dial we got tonight, please feel all you got to do is make noises into the hole at the bottom of your phone. 323-510. Yes, 323-510-7468. Follow us at Praise Whiskey. We'll see you guys on another episode very soon.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.